Hi, so yeah, I figured I would do one more based on the stupid things customers do to make it worse. So it's almost like it's, our company seems to make it hard for you to understand your bill and everything, like hard top to bottom, and then the customers seem to retaliate in really infantile ways, but it's like who's right, who's wrong, I don't know. Basically everybody's wrong. Customers will do really fucking stupid things to piss me off. It's kind of like going to a restaurant and being rude to the waiter because you had a bad experience there one time. You know what that does? It doesn't fucking fix anything. And usually I can tell somebody's going to be a problem. First thing they do when I call, hi, I'm Jamie, how can I help you? They'll say, this is the third person I've talked to. I'm like, I don't give a shit. There's certain things that you can cut right out of your story. If I was transferred 6 times, I wouldn't even joke around about it. I would say, okay, I've got the right department. Talking about, I don't have a lot of time, but I just want to let you know I'm irritated because I got transferred 15 times. And they'll go on like a 4 or 5 minute spiel on how they're unhappy and they don't have a lot of time to waste, yet they just wasted like 5 minutes explaining it to you. It's like, I just really wish we could cut people off and say, I don't need the backstory. What do you need? Like, that's it. Tell me your problem, I'll fix it. On top of that, sometimes you get customers who are fucking idiots. They don't know how anything works. Even if you explained it to them, they're like, huh? So you'll get a customer call, here, okay, what's your name? I'll ask him his name. What's your email address? Because I got to verify you. I can't just give information to anybody that calls in. I have to make sure it's you. Why do I have to tell you that? I'm asking because it's a question. It's an idle question. What's your favorite color? It has nothing to do with anything. No. If I ask you something, shut up and give me the fucking answer. I don't need a fucking runaround. I don't need, why you asked me this? I don't believe you. You already have that. Yeah, I know I have that. I'm asking you for it to make sure you're not fucking some jerk-off who's trying to fuck around with somebody's account. Oh, that pisses me off. And another thing that really pisses me off is people cut me off. I'll give a hypothetical to let you understand how it works. Okay, sir, so if you change halfway during the month... I didn't change halfway during the month. Let me finish my explanation. If you change halfway during the month, the system will prorate you. Well, why'd I get billed more than that? If you let me get through my fucking example, you will understand. I have to say that to people sometimes. I don't say fucking, but I want to. If you let me explain this, you'll understand why. And then they'll fucking shut up for a minute. And then I explain to them and they go, oh. Like, yeah. We just wasted 10 minutes because you wanted to sit there and yap. I don't believe this is right. I believe your company's overcharging me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. The system can bill you with error sometimes. It can bill you for things it wasn't supposed to, like a system, like a hardware upgrade fee or something like that. But it does not make a mistake on how many minutes you use. It's something that does not happen. It's like calling Visa and saying my balance is fucked up. You guys are overcharging me. You go look through all your purchases and you go, oh, it all adds up. That's exactly what happens. Just the amount of fucking stupidity, because the human brain, like I said in my last video, is not equipped to keep track of things like how many minutes you've been on the phone. You can ballpark it, but usually your ballpark is so fucking far off. Your brain is pretty much going to set it up to make you look right. So you'll be like, well, I didn't use it that much, when in reality I'm looking here and I see you used it like 20,000 minutes. How's that even possible? Just, some people call up because they're surprised and I explain to them and they go, oh, well, maybe I did. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Some people refuse to believe it. I didn't go over my data. That's impossible. Your system is, sir, you have one use on 4 days ago of 1.5 gigs. To me, that's downloading I don't download shows. So I'll sit there and argue with them and then I'll go find, okay, tell me the things you do online. They tell me. I'm like, well, that doesn't, I just check my mail once in a while. Then we'll keep talking, and their guard will go down, and they'll finally just say, oh, I go to Netflix all the time. You go to Netflix all the time. You're wondering why your data use is high, you fucking idiot. It's like giving somebody a gun, and they have no idea how to maintain it, how to shoot it, how to fucking, what the rules are. They're shooting chickens, they're shooting walls. I don't know, I thought I could do it. And one thing that really, really pisses me off is the human brain, and this is something that's a fact, is not good at getting new information. Once it's like your brain has a real ego problem. Once you decide to make up your mind up about something, you will actually defend the wrong information even when it's been proven right. That's how religion works, really. That you'll go, okay, well, the guy told me something. Like, oh, I wouldn't get charged this fee. Like, sir, you got charged a fee. But he told me it wouldn't. Yeah, try going to court and saying he told me. That's going to hold up. Yes, I know that's shitty that someone told you something wrong, or misinformed you, whatever. But I'm here to tell you that's not how it works. Here is how it actually works. But the guy told me, oh, shut the fuck up. You know, just shit like that. Oh, I'm not paying this bill. Fucking go ahead, don't pay your bill. I don't give a shit. It'll go to collections and it'll fucking be credit. Like little things, like customers, we were giving hardware upgrade fees, return to them, but what you have to do is pay it up front and you get it back 6 weeks later to make sure you're out of the buyer's remorse period or whatever. You do get it back. But I'll get these fucking dickhead French callers that call in and give me fucking... they're rude to me because my French isn't the same as theirs. That's a great reason to be rude. Anyway, they'll say, well, I'm not paying this, and I better not get interest. What's the difference between letting it sit there until the credit takes it off, or you pay it right now and you get it back later? Oh, if you sit there and don't pay it, you'll get interest on it because you're a fucking idiot. Pay the fucking thing and you'll get it back. Oh, but I don't want to pay it. Act like a fucking adult and realize it's the same goddamn thing. Anyway, customers will believe they're right no matter what. And hey, sometimes, once in a while, they are right. I will not fucking say that we are always right, but 99% of the fucking time, you just done plain went over your minutes. I had to tell this to a guy. I was pissed off. Lately, I haven't been taking shit from anybody. His wife had gone way over the minutes. He's like, she doesn't use it that much. I'm like, yeah, because you know, you're sitting there watching her with a stopwatch, counting how many minutes she's on the phone. As soon as she's out of your sight, she's probably on the phone 24 hours a day. And he's like, this is bullshit. And I'm like, sir, if you use it, you have to pay for it. And he's like, I don't like your attitude. Oh, you don't like my attitude because the truth is an attitude? I'm just pissed off and don't want to argue with you of something you did. Went to a soup call, fucking, my buddy Gary took it, slapped that guy in the face and just put him in his fucking place. And buddy was like, oh, okay. So yeah, 99% of the time, and yes, there are billing errors. There are accounts that'll look through, will just have constant errors. Not everybody's, but once in a while you'll get an account that is just prone to billing errors, and I don't know why. Most of the time, though, if we investigate, not only is there a reason for it, but it's usually the customer's fault because they did something they weren't supposed to, like call international. Oh, I thought I could call international. I thought I could use my phone anywhere in Canada. Anyway, the other thing, I've probably got other things I'm forgetting, but the main thing that fucking grinds my gears about this whole thing is the excuses people come up with. The number one excuse is, oh, I've been with you guys a long time. Can't you help me out? No. There is no fucking loyalty. The only thing that loyalty gives you is the ability to get an upgrade slightly earlier than someone who's brand new. That's it. Your loyalty is you paid for a service, you got a service. That's it. Plain and I actually had to break that down to a lady, and then she's like, I want to talk to the cancel department. I don't fucking care. Cancel. I don't sugarcoat things. I'll tell you exactly how it fucking is. Or somebody that, I had a lady call up, she's all mad because her date for an upgrade was like the 13th of January. And we were, I don't know, the 29th of December. And what happens is if you wait for that date with our company, you can get your early hardware upgrade and you don't have to pay any fees. But if you want to do it right now, even if you have a week left, what you have to do is pay $15 per month times the amount of months left over. So it was going to cost her $120, but she didn't want to wait the 2 weeks. So as soon as I get the call, I look at it and say, oh, okay, well, I see what's happening. You have to wait the 2 weeks. She's like, well, I want it now. I'm like, well, if you want it now, you have to pay $15 per month times the amount of months left on your contract. She's like, I'm not paying that. Like, so you're basically saying you don't want either option. You just want me to go ahead and tell the computer to just give you whatever you want. And this is what people don't understand. Whether you have 1 day left before you're due for an upgrade, or you have 10,000 years, it is the same fucking thing. You do not qualify. I don't care if there's 5 seconds left and you want it right now, you don't qualify at that time. Enough of the, well, I've been with you guys for a while. I don't give a shit how long you've been with me. Oh, cancel. I don't fucking care. That whole, oh, your company will lose so much business because I'll pull mine out and I'll tell my friends to pull theirs out. I'm like, you realize when a company comes to us, for us to give them a deal, they have to bring 10,000 lines for us to even give them a scrape of a discount. So if you and your 3 friends cancel, we don't fucking care. So you can't use that as a fucking bartering chip to try to threaten me or fucking, you know, coerce me into giving you something. Because as soon as I start going down that line, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Well, it's not like you can do it anyway. Another excuse is, oh, I've never gone over before. How come I'm going over? Oh, I see, you've never gone over your minutes before, and that means you can never go over. So, yeah, I've never gone over before, but I'll use my phone for 10,000 hours this month, and I won't get charged anything because I've never gone over before. Like, just people have the fucking most irrelevant goddamn excuses for that. Oh, you guys are always screwing up my billing. I'm like, oh, yeah, one time you went over and you used a lot, and we gave you a one time to help you out because we can do that. And then you went over for the same thing, and it's our fault. Like, the customers don't know how the billing system works. When I look at it, I see exactly what the problem is, and I know, well, 99% of the time, I know there's a reason they're going over. They're using their phone before 6, or they're just, going over on their data too much. It's all very easily explainable. They make up these fucking crazy stories. Oh, your company's ripping me off. No, we're not ripping you off. If you can find a better deal somewhere else, go find it. We're not the cheapest company, but we do have really good coverage. So, whatever. Every company's got an advantage. We've got some, and I would change a lot of things about the company had I, been given the choice. But, here's the rules, and I just have to fucking enforce them. Well, can't you just do something crazy like, or that, early hardware upgrade fee thing? Can't you just waive that for you? Yeah, you owe us for a phone that you signed a contract on, and it's like going to the bank. You have a loan, right? You have like a car loan for 20 grand. You have 3 grand left, but you want to go get a new loan for a new car, and that's like calling the bank and saying, oh, can I not pay that last 3 grand, and can you guys give me another loan? No, why would we? That's stupid. Much as I hate contracts and how stupid they are, you signed it for 3 years, meaning you pay your phone off a little bit at a time. You're the one that was so fucking excited about your shiny brand new phone that you shit the bed and you couldn't even read your fucking contract or ask the basic questions. What's your price plan cost per month? What does it cost if you go over? When's your bill date? When are you due for an upgrade? Like, simple fucking questions that customers are too excited to play with their phones. They don't want to know. And that works out for our advantage because you end up going over because you're not paying fucking attention. And if you had paid attention that little bit, you'd never pay extra, ever. At the same time, we should have plans that are more flexible. Like, say if you start going way over in your minutes, it automatically bumps you up to another plan or changes you down to a plan if you like. But we won't do that, of course, and no company does because we'd like to make the most money possible, and that's the way of the world. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, just customers come up with the fucking most illogical, just stupid things. Like, you get some people that, okay, they're just plain ignorant. They just don't know how it works. You explain it to them and they go, oh, okay, I get it now. Fine, that makes sense. Then you get customers who think they are right, and I get a lot of Quebec callers that are like this, that I had guys call, I had a 20-cent charge. What is that? You received a text from something you signed up for, and he's like, well, I'm not paying for this. You called up for 20 cents. You realize you could have gone in your fucking yard and probably found 20 cents if you hang up this phone right now. It would have been the same thing. But yeah, just customers call up thinking phones fall from the sky and wave a magic wand and just give you a whole fucking new phone. It's worth $600. Well, we'll just give it to you for free because you've been a customer with us for a while. Like, what the fuck are you guys smoking? And then at first, when I used to get a lot of calls about broken phones, all I kept thinking was, man, these things must be built shitty. Like, they must just be built like, a little cheap piece of shit. And then I stopped and thought it for a second. I thought, you know what? Most customers drop their phones probably about 30 times a day, and they're wondering why they don't fucking work. So then I stopped feeling bad about that, because whenever something of yours breaks, you're always going to embellish the story and say, oh, I only dropped it once, and it wasn't like, no, you dropped it 30 times, but you only really noticed the really bad one you just did. So yeah, this whole thing, well, I don't have a phone, and I'm paying for something I'm not using. It doesn't matter if you use it. It doesn't matter if you use 1 minute of your fucking plan or you use the whole thing. You have to pay it. It's like your rent. I wasn't home for a month, so I don't feel I should have to pay my... Yes, you do, unless you want your shit in the street. That's another irrelevant argument. Oh, I didn't use it this much. Who fucking cares if you used it or not? You buy a block of time, you choose to use it or not use it. That's the fucking bottom line. Case fucking closed. But anyway, yeah, I guess I should stop ranting. I'm about to pull into my house, but I'll think of some more shit to grind about.